this is your Psychic LG reporting from the United Kingdom. I want you all to sit back and relax and let's look into the looking glass for the next year ahead. Well, it's been very, very crazy, hasn't it, guys? With the midterms and everything that's been happening. And I did say that it would be 50-50. My guide said it would be blue or nearly all blue, and yet the Republicans just got in there. So 50-50. So I feel it's going to get very interesting over the next year. And hold on to your hats, guys. It's going to get very toxic. But let's see what's going on for the year ahead. And let's start with the UK. As prices rise and people are really struggling to pay the bills, as I look into this crystal ball, I'm seeing there's going to be problems with the NHS. I've been saying this for a while. I did say a few weeks ago, or about a week or so ago, I believe, just over a week, that there would be problems, and I see nurses going on strike. And as you know, there's threats of this, and I do actually see this happening. And I did say about a year ago that when there's going to be strikes, it's going to be dark in the UK. And obviously, it's very, very dark now. I do feel that there's going to be possibility of marching in the UK, protests, definitely strikes, and possibly as well I'm getting to do with ambulance drivers, paramedics, that type of thing. I'm also feeling that there's going to be problems to do with the police in the UK. Like I've been saying this for a while, it's the old system falling, the new system building, and we just need to watch this all slowly unfold. The dates I want to give you, and I'm getting this for big news to come in around Parliament, is the 25th and the 27th. Now, I normally look on no more than 2 years, but I feel it's as if that these dates I'm getting are within the next couple of months, so watch for that. I want to say no later than February. But I do feel into the beginning of the new year. I don't feel it's December. Possibly, if it is, it's the very end of December. But going into the beginning of January, no later than February, there's going to be a very large announcement made from Parliament with Rishi Sunak. So watch for that, guys. Now, I am feeling that there's going to be voting again, and it's going to come early in the UK, and there's going to be problems brought in from the past, and I'm actually getting something to do with Brexit, and watch for scandals to come out there. But this is going to lead to, I would say, there's something that's going to happen to do with another voting, and it's voting within the party, but also for the people of the United Kingdom. So you need to watch for that. I'm also seeing in this crystal ball something to do with firefighters, firemen. So that's interesting. Oh no, it's not. It's something to do with smoke in a building. And I want to send healing and blessings out there. And I'm very drawn to Manchester, and I'm also very drawn to Birmingham in London. I don't want you to worry about this, but I'm just seeing this very, very strong, this vision. And it's sort of coming in around a holy day, or it's around holiday time, so you need to watch for that. Okay, what else am I saying? I see a big company going bust, and where there's one company, I'm seeing two companies going bust at the same time. I don't know if there's a connection, but it's going to cause a little bit of a stir. And one of these companies is a really well-known company. And I'm not saying it's connected with the UK, but it's around about the time this news comes out to do with these two companies. There's also going to be huge news in the UK as well. Okay. What else am I saying? I'm actually feeling that where the NHS is going to change, I do sort of see it in a three-tier system. So I'm sort of seeing privatisation coming in. But free healthcare will still be there, but it's going to be on a three-tier system or something like that. Could even be on a five-tier system. And the logo to the NHS is going to change as well. Very interesting that. Is this haze is over? I'm going all the way over. I'm not sure if it's Sweden or Italy, but I'm seeing a lot of snow. And I'm seeing problems with a landslide. I'm seeing ski slopes. And there's something about a well-known guy where there's going to be some huge news, and there's connections to do with ski slopes. Could be Switzerland as well, Switzerland. But I'm also feeling like I need to send healing and protection out to parts of Italy where there'll be snow, and possibly Sweden. As you know, Gaia's changing, we're changing. Earth, as you know it, she's evolving. And she's detoxing. And as I say this, I feel that there's a well-known volcano that could erupt. And where I see one, I see three. So you need to watch for that as well. Okay. I want to say that I'm getting something to do with Twitter. And I'm seeing Elon Musk. And I see an uproar. There's an absolute uproar. And it's coming through really, really strong. And I want to say within the next 4 to 5. So I don't know if this is 4 to 5 weeks or 4 to 5 months. So watch for that coming in. And then I'm also seeing the logo changing on it, and something about another company going in with it. Now again, sometimes I can read a year out, so possibly watch for that to fall into place as well. Okay. What else am I saying? I did mention in one of my last world predictions that I had this dreadful dream where I felt there was going to be problems with North Korea and South Korea. And I could sort of see China involved for some unknown reason. But China was in the mix, not full-blown in it. But I'm also feeling that there was something to do with the Middle East. And I was getting Ukraine and Russia. I'm feeling it's as if I'm getting the number 7 or 17 is going to have a connection. And I feel there's going to be loggerheads, there's going to be problems. And I'm seeing warships going out, fighter jets going out. But where they'll go out, they'll turn around. I'm seeing lots of warships in sea, near China seas. I don't believe for 1 minute that China wants to have anything warlike, because they're all for economy. And I said this on my Twitch the other night. But what I do feel is that they're going to get pulled in on this. But then I'm also feeling problems to do with the US as well. I'm being shown the name threat. I'm being shown the word threats. And there's a clever move what's going to take place, and it's to do with a politician. But I'm also feeling it's going to cause a little bit of worry. So I want to say that we will be okay, but I feel very strongly that we could be heading for, I'm not saying World War III, but I would say that on the edge of it. Remember, everything's a distraction. And I'm not saying it's not happening, but everything's a distraction to cover a bigger picture. This is really strange. I'm feeling it's as if that whatever takes place in the United Kingdom over the next 18 months to 2 years could change the map of the United Kingdom. Now, I know that sounds really strange what I'm saying, but what I'm feeling is that whatever takes place is going to change the map of the United Kingdom. And I see a wall. And I actually do predict at some point that Scotland will get their independence back. I do feel that. So something's going to change in the United Kingdom. And it's got to do with everything has to fall to everything has to build again, and it's changing. But I see this new bridge of economy, and it's a global bridge. And the United Kingdom is going to be in the heart of it, but I also feel the United States is going to have a hand in it as well. And I said this before the Brexit. I felt when we were going to come out of Brexit, we were going to create sort of a new system. We were going to come out of Brexit and then go back in. Not a Brexit, but something with a different label. Remember, everything is the same penny, two different sides. So it's something else with a different label. But this is going to come to do with after what could happen with a timeline if we do have a global disaster, which could cause problems with food, trade, that type of thing. And I've talked about this before in my past world predictions about time glitches. And I do believe that we've just had a time glitch, but when a time glitch happens, I said this a few podcasts ago, watch for the woman with the red dress. And I believe we've just had that. I believe possibly the woman in the red dress was Carrie Lake. Okay, who lost in Arizona, sorry. But I want to say that it's not over. It's not over yet. But I just feel things are going to start to slowly unfold. And as you know, there's a big divide in the USA. And it's going to get worse before it gets better. So my advice to everybody is try not to get too pulled into it. Try to concentrate on your own homes, on your own lives. Because my understanding is that politics is being put out there to divide, to cause this disharmony, to cause all of this. It's the same penny, guys, two different sides. So what I feel is that timelines can change. But I'm concerned about something what's brewing. And it's it's going to sort of start off in Ukraine and Russia and then sort of end up, it's going to set something else off to do with China, which is going to affect Korea, North Korea, and the Middle East. And obviously NATO is going to come in on this. This is what I predict. And the USA, the UK, Europe. And I'm also seeing Macron making a big announcement about it. I know this might sound all very cryptic, but this is what I'm being shown as the crystal ball hazes over. I see this in the crystal ball. And I'm being given the 6th, right? Now, that could also mean the 6th month, June next year. But I'm being given the 6th, so take what you can from that and see what falls into place with that. But I've been saying this for a while. There's like the old system's going to fall. And then there's baddies and then there's goodies trying to take over in the background. And I do believe the good guys are going to win. I really, really do. I've said this for a long, long time. We are creating new earth. But in order to create new earth, the old system has to fall. And what comes in on that is fuel and food. So I'm not saying this to frighten anybody or anything like that, but I do feel we need to prep this winter. We could face some blackouts. And yeah, you don't have to panic buy, but I want to say stock up, guys. I really, really feel that. And I've talked about this before as well, where there was a lot of power cuts in the 70s. That was before we went into the EU. So I'm concerned about power cuts. I really, really am. But, you know, as the prices rise, people can't afford to heat their homes or feed their families. It's dire at the minute. And it's the fight of the fittest and the strongest. I do believe we're living in very biblical times. I really, really do. Ooh, watch for big news coming in from the Vatican. And I'm also feeling that there's going to be huge news coming out with somebody well known in New York as well. Interesting. I'm looking on within the next 2 to 3 months. So I don't know if I'm looking on into the beginning of next year. But I see arguments. Lots and lots of arguments, and I'm getting the word Senate. That's not new, is it? And it's something quite big. It's like disagreeing on something. But it could cause a lot of people. It could cause a lot of crowds. And I'm getting the 4th. Remember, everything I'm telling you, it'll fall into place like a jigsaw puzzle. Interesting. People have asked us to look into Canada. And as I look into Canada, I don't see Trudeau going yet. Yeah? And yeah, it's Trudeau who's really there and everything. And but what I do believe that I want to say voting could come early with Canada. Remember, times are changing. But as I look at Canada, I'm seeing this great ice storm to come this winter. And I'm not just seeing it in Canada, I'm seeing it coming in from the Atlantic. I'm seeing it going over parts of the USA as well, which could cause power outages. So I want to send healing and blessings out there and for everybody to prep. the ball's showing us a humanitarian crisis. Now, I don't want you to panic about this, but where they're showing me this, and that they're giving us a red cross in the middle of the ball. But it's got something to do with water or food. But I'm also getting heating, fuel. And I want to give you the letter N and the letter M. And I see a scandal to do with oil, an oil company. $1 billion company. There's going to be a scandal. And 2 or 3 men are going to be brought into this. And it's possible there could be a second sort of glitch to do with a woman with a red dress. I keep getting that. People have been asking us for a while, Louise, when's the man standing in snow? When's he going to show himself? It should have happened by now. But you've got to understand, with prophecies, there's no timing. Yeah? When you are working with spirit, you're working out of linear time. And people got a little bit mixed up when I said the man standing in snow. It had something to do with Donald Trump or politics. No, it didn't. When I used to get that, and when I get that prophecy, I always get like an off-worldly feeling, or a great feeling of revelation, quite godly. So I do feel the snow. There's going to be a lot of snow this winter. But I don't feel that we're going to have like sort of alien sort of contact or anything like that, because my belief is that they're walking amongst us. But we could have a lot of things what could be leaked this winter, no later than spring of next year. And when I've said in my previous podcasts, there's going to be a big court case which will hit televised screens, and that's into the spring of next year. And I'm seeing that, guys. It's coming in very, very strong. I want to see the biggest court case in history, and it's bringing in all cases from the past. So I want you to remember that. People have asked us to look into parts of Africa. What can I see? You've got to understand, when I'm looking into the crystal ball, you can't ask it a question. You've just got to wait for it to haze over. But I keep seeing this vision of animals running in the heat, distressed. And that could also be a vision, yeah, it is, for Australia as well. So where we're going to have extreme weather in the colder climates, we're also going to have extreme heat to come in the hotter climates. I'm still feeling that this, like where you've got this fault what runs through the USA. People have said, Louise, when's the big one coming? I don't try and will that to happen, because I don't want that to happen. But I do believe that we, through prayer or meditation, we can change these disasters. But we could have a quake. We could have a big quake by next summer. And I want to see, when I look at that, I want to send definitely parts of the USA. I'm very drawn around the LA area, so be careful. Okay, in California. What else am I seeing? I say huge, big corporation, and I'm getting the letter D. And I feel there's going to be scandals, and I feel it's going to possibly go down or change. And I'm also being shown here in the crystal ball a news outlet which will submerge with another company. There's a lot to happen. A lot to happen. So as the heat boils up into next year, I would say it's just scandal after scandal what's coming in for the USA. It's massive what's coming out. I'm getting Nevada, guys, and I don't know why. And I'm also seeing big news with Georgia as well. Quite a few big court cases to come. And I'm sort of seeing this around Donald Trump, so watch for that. I'm saying this really strong. And I see a woman standing, and she's it could be that Jean Carroll. But there's a woman to come forward, and there's going to be something about court cases, and it's pretty shocking, so possibly watch for that as well. I tell you what, I'm getting big announcements around President Biden, and as Nancy Pelosi's just given her resignation, I did say that it will be out with the old, in with the new. Watch for more people retiring. So I'm not saying Biden's going to retire, but I just see Biden making a big announcement. And it's around about that time I'm also feeling that there's going to be Marines, Navy people saluting in the USA. And I'm hearing the last post. It's massive, guys. What else am I saying? I keep getting the letter N, and I don't know why. And they're showing us our military, our squaddies, in the United Kingdom, and they're all being told that they have to go somewhere. It's quite worrying. But like I say, where I'm being shown that, they're turning around and coming back. It's coming through really, really strong. So, heading towards into 2024, I think it's going to be quite a crazy one, guys. And I'm unsure about Trump at the moment. I know he said his big announcement said that he's going to run again. But I still get DeSantis. I'm still seeing DeSantis in the mix here. And I did say a little while ago that they wouldn't get on. And people says, oh no, they're going to run together. And I says, no, they're not. I felt it really, really strong. But just watch for DeSantis rising. I'm feeling it really strong there. As I look on the Democratic side, there's a man to rise on that side, a younger man. Could be that Pete guy or somebody who looks a bit like him. Forgive me because I don't know all of their names. I just go on the visions. But there's also a woman to come forward. And where I see one, I see two. And depending on time glitches, there could be a woman into the future who could stand into the White House. I've said this for a while. So where I did say as well a few weeks ago that Nancy Pelosi would make a big announcement. If you think back, or you can look back over my last will predictions, I'm sure I said that. I believe if I didn't say it on YouTube, which I believe I did, I said it on one of my Twitch podcasts. But I'm also feeling that there's going to be big news to come in around a blonde-haired woman on the Republican side. So watch for that as well. And I'm getting shocks. And it's late at night. Don't know why I'm getting that. It's late at night, there's a shock. Or it's evening. So possibly watch for that. So yeah, so Kevin McCarthy. Interesting. Very interesting. I think I just see it like ping pong, guys, you know. It's like backwards, forwards, backwards, forwards. And the way I see it is it's like the two different opposite energies. And they're fighting against each other. And there needs to be the healing in the middle. That's the way I see it. And I keep wanting to send people out to the United States of America to heal the whole situation. Because either side's not going to go away. It's about a new understanding. But there's so much to change. And like I said in my last prediction, I was getting out with the old, in with the new. And it's as if I'm seeing a big sweep to happen across both parties on both sides in the USA. But the Republican Party is going to change. I'm seeing it really strong. I've got this beautiful angel. It's like a cherubim. And she's got her arms, she's got her wings right over the United States of America. And I see ructions on in Florida, so I don't know what that's about. And watch for scandals and accusations to come out. But it will not be true. It will not be true. Everything I'm telling you will all fall into place. Let's go back to Africa. So I see a lot of animals running, but that could be by next summer. It's different parts of Africa, isn't there? I'm getting South Africa. I'm getting Johannesburg. Party leaders changing. And I don't know why I'm getting trade over there. It's all going to be over news. Something about trading or problems in the market. It's going to affect a lot of people. And property's going to boom. Where there'll be a drop in the market, there's going to be a boom. People have asked us on crypto, but I see it where it goes up and down. You know, I'm not an expert on it. I'll just see it where it'll go up and down. But I don't believe for 1 minute, if we have a crash, it's short-lived. But I believe that property is the way to go into. Online art, antiques, and property. That's where you'll make your money. You know, if you can buy land or property, you're laughing, because that's what's going to be for the future. Where there's been talks of people saying that we'll own nothing, that's not going to happen. Remember, this is a money materialistic world, and that's not going to happen. So I don't believe in this, you know, like this Nazara Jazara and all of that. I don't see that happening. But there's a new way of understanding coming in as a human race. But this, you know, guys, there's just something I can't put my finger on when I look into this ball here tonight. It's as if that we're going to be taken to the brink. We're going to be taken right to the edge. To the fact that it could even be like sort of dark days. And then everything's okay. In the end, everything is fine. It's a bit like what they went through in the 20s after the Depression. And I still see dancing in the streets of New York and everybody's happy. Talking about dancing in the streets of New York, I'm looking way on. And I'm going into 2024. Remember, timelines can change. But I see lots of merry people, gay people. Could be gay pride, or everybody's dancing, and there's carnivals and dancing through the streets. And I see the blue Democratic sign. Oh God, what's the name on it? Don't think it's Biden. There's a blonde-haired woman and there's a man with dark hair. Remember what I'm saying. It's starting to haze. It's going to be huge, guys. I've always felt the United States is going to be fine. But she's purging. She's healing. Indifferences from both parties, from both sides. But she's healing. And this cherubim angel is just blessing. And she's saying that everything's going to be fine there. But it's going to get very heated into 2023. So hold on to your hats, guys. Okay, why am I getting India? Right. I'm sort of seeing problems to do with another virus. I don't know if it's the same as before or it's different. I feel it's quite short-lived. It's got something to do with travel. It's got something to do with travel. I see people with masks on. I see them in airports. Vapors, travel. This is a different type of thing that I'm seeing. Again, sometimes I can read a year out, so watch for that as well. And I'm getting number 10 or 11 connected with that. And number 12. Again, that could be like, say, November or the 10th of some month, or the 12th could be December. But sometimes I can read a year out. Huge news coming in with a celebrity. Not one, but two. Two women and a man. And I'm getting Hollywood, so watch for that as well. It's like all the gods are awakening. It's like each and every one of us on earth right now, we are awakening. And we are awakening to our abilities of what we can actually do as a human race. And it's like where we're healing, we are healing the past. This is why everything's kicking off around the world, guys. It's huge. So it's like a new understanding and a new... People are going to be talking about this in healing communities and online. And it's a new way of understanding. It's a different word than kind or understanding. Everybody's talking about it. It's a recognition. It's us going to a different level as a human race. And the reason I'm saying that is because there's going to be an uprising and bullying online. And cyber, we're going to go very futuristic. So there's going to be like a new care of communities online and understanding. So not even you have to be a healer, we're just understanding and helping everybody in different communities online So watch for that. It's coming through really, really strong. Even schools could be talking about it, and colleges. But I've always said it's not the technology that we'll have to worry about. It's who's been behind it. But I'm actually seeing cyber police coming more forefrontally, coming more into this. And there's a new platform to be released no later than 2024. It could come into 2023. And it's got a red logo. Also seen like a purpley blue logo as well. And they could go huge, where they could take out the big ones. So watch for this. When I say this, it's like a platform. It's a bit like YouTube, but it's not. And as I say that, you know, I'm seeing Elon Musk. I see his face really strong. He's up to stuff, him. And it's like he's creating stuff with some other people. And it's going to go quite big. So watch for that. Also as well, there's going to be something big coming in about Mars and space travel. Talking about space, watch for a lot of sightings this year, guys. Watch for a lot of strange sightings. But like I've said this for a long, long time, a lot of these UFOs we're seeing in the skies, it doesn't mean that, you know, you've got alien races flying these UFOs. A lot of this could be secret military. I'm seeing a young man in China, and he's going to rise within a political party. Round about the time there's going to be some huge news to do with the sportsman. And there's going to be some huge news. This is what I'm getting before I come out of this. Watch for this, guys. Huge news coming out. It's a bit of a scandal, but it's to do with the man who suddenly passed. What left cryptic messages. And these cryptic messages are going to disclose another set of cryptic messages. And it could blow the cat right out of the bag. And I'm going to leave that one with you all tonight, guys. It's quite a year. It's quite a year ahead, 2023. I want to send healing, love, blessings out to everybody globally. We are living in times where science is about to meet religion. And each and every one of you assigned to be here on earth to witness this great revelation. May the force all be with you all, and I'll see you all in a bit. This is your host, Psychic Gail J, signing out. Where am I? I think I'm stuck on end screen. Guys, I need to stop doing this astral travelling. I keep getting stuck in the cloud. But anyway, I'm stuck on my end screen. So don't forget, subscribe to my channel and press the bell for new updates. Us fairies, you know, we're always getting up to mischief. See you all soon. Bye now.